Hello stock traders, I hope all of you are having a fantastic week so far. So I'm coming to you today to give you a recap, a midweek recap and review, and also give you some new picks for the top 7 list. There are definitely some stocks that I've moved away from and I'm looking to replace those and have added others as far as the list goes, and thought everyone could benefit from these updates. So on Monday and Tuesday, I'm not having the best time. So far over those last 2 days, finished with a 4.77% loss, but have had just a fantastic month to date, up 51.94% so far this month. And year to date, I am at a 157.34% gain. I always recap how I am doing in the market, just so you know, and just so that you see those updates as we get going. But before I get into this video, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you haven't done so before and you like the content of this channel and all these different stock picks, then please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss out on one of these picks. Also, if you want my opinion, now it's just my opinion, I am not a financial advisor, but if you're wanting my opinion on a particular stock, please reach out to me in the comments section down below. I'll give you just a quick synopsis of what I think and what I'm seeing as far as the chart goes, and then you can do as you see fit. 2 heads are better than 1. So I have some sales to report so far this week. I sold number 7 GLP. Unfortunately, it just never performed as far as the insider swing play. Sold it for a 5.2% loss, but I needed to move out of it and go into different stocks just to make up for it and get it to be better. Also sold number 5 on the list, Geo, for a 20.43% gain. I did not like how they filed for a prospectus. Usually a prospectus comes before an offering, and so I didn't like that. I didn't like that form that they filled out. I was just concerned that that is a possibility going forward. Anyway, so I sold it for a 20% gain. Overall, a great pick and did very well. And then I sold number 3, Safehold, and I know we've had this for a long time, but sold it for a 10.3% gain. As part of this list, it has been in this list for about a month's time. Hopefully all of you have made fantastic money on it, but it was just time for me to move on. It had been more than 5 days since insider activity, so it appeared once we got to the ex-dividend date that the iStar was no longer buying shares. All right, so let's review the other picks. Number 6, RIG, so far since calling it out on this channel, up 3.48%. Number 4, PFSI, so far down 2.55% since calling it out. Number 2, ALBO, so far up 6.51% gain as it goes towards its PDUFA date. Looking forward to great things for that. And the squeeze play that hasn't squeezed yet, but it should really soon. Please be patient. Hold those shares. Number 1, CLOV. I am expecting it to squeeze just like AMC did, and it should be powerful once it gets going. So far down 3.02%. Hold strong, and I think that one will really, really move upwards. Okay, so now let's take a look at a state of the market and kind of cover and go through here. So here we go. All right, so as you can see here, I am charting the Elliott wave. We have wave 1 here, wave 2 here, wave 3, which is the longest of the waves, wave 4, wave 5, and then that finished. And we had, I believe, which is almost one of the quickest ABC corrections in history. We had down 2 days, up 1 day, and down big time another day, creating a gap here, and immediately that filled. The bulls came in and loaded up shares there, and now it appears that we have new highs and that we may be starting wave 1 of a whole new 5-wave sequence. And so that appears to be what it's doing with that new high. It makes me convinced that that is what we could be looking at. Of course, there are some gaps down below. As you can see, these yellow lines here, these are gaps that someday will get filled. Gaps get filled, and so this is this first one here right around 425. We have another one right at 411, and then we have another one at 401. Someday those will fill, but I don't think it's quite yet. And the market seems very good, and it seems that the inflation fears are easing. But with that, and as the economy performs better, then also the Fed could be pulling back their support of the market. But overall, I feel pretty strong about the markets, at least at this time. We shall see how it goes. I'm watching it each and every day. Well, we have this group. We have this Patreon group, and it is loaded with fantastic investors. If you are looking for great trade ideas, we are almost at the beginning, or we are at the beginning of July. And so this is the perfect time to join. Start off a new month fresh. Each and every pick that I put forward has a strategy with it, and you can learn a lot from following these different strategies and taking a look at how I come about these picks and why I come about these picks. I'm also available for any questions as part of that group, but please check it out. We have a link in the description down below. I think that you'd be glad that you did. For the small amount it costs, you will make up with it with just one great trade. So really looking forward to that. Okay, so let's take a look at the triple Qs, see how they're going. Just kind of take a quick look of the market. As you can see, the triple Qs are extremely bullish and looking very, very good. We are a little bit overbought here, so we could see a pullback soon, but so far looking great. Everything is looking good as far as that goes. Okay, now let's go to the Russell 2000. Russell 2000 has been struggling the last couple of days. Today it's up just a tiny bit, but it's just been kind of chopping around. Looking forward to this getting going good, because there's so many of the stocks that I choose that end up being in that group. Okay, now the VIX, the fear indicator. Let's see how things are looking on the good old VIX. So 1571, this is very bearish for the VIX, which is very bullish for the overall market. So overall, the market's looking pretty strong. I think we don't need to worry about anything as far as the market goes until we get above 20. Again, that's that level to where you kind of need to start paying attention. Okay, so we need 3 new picks. We need 3 new stocks to replace, to help you to be successful in the stock market. Now, these are midterm run-ups, and these 3 stocks, all of them, you can feel pretty confident holding them for a good amount of time. I'm trying to pick stocks that will help you to be successful in the market. And so only do these updates. You know, we do a midweek update, and we do one that comes out Monday morning on the top 7 list. And so you need to, these need to be a little bit longer term picks, at least, to help you to be successful. Okay, so let's go to the first pick. And the first pick is Verrica Pharmaceuticals. We have had this before. This has had insider activity in the past. Analysts have an average target price of $19.86. My average in this is $13.63. I have held this thing for a very long time. And so till right about here, and it has gone the wrong direction, but now it's starting to make its recovery. And the reason why I'm still in it is because they have a PDUFA date coming up on September 23rd. And we've had lots of insider activity ahead of that, lots of insider buys. So this is number 7 on the list. Since calling this out, I am down 15.92%, but this is an opportunity for you to get in at a really good time as this starts to run upwards towards the PDUFA date. Now, the FDA did delay this decision by 3 months. This was supposed to be June 23rd, but it got delayed, and you can see here where it delayed and came way, way down during that situation. But I think this is going to be a powerful pick. And as we get going, especially with all that insider activity, gives me confidence that this is going to be a good stock. All right, replacing number 5, ticker symbol SESN. This is Sesen Bio. And yeah, this thing has really been running, but it's got more room to run. Okay, so they have a PDUFA date coming up. And so this is another PDUFA run-up. They have a PDUFA date of August 18th. This is the perfect time frame to get in on this thing as it moves upwards. This is also a short squeeze, and so this fits the short squeeze strategy because there are certain parameters within it that fit this. So this fits multiple strategies, so I like it for that reason. My average in this is $4.66 since calling this out. It is up only 0.18%, so it just called it out. I mean, just called it out. So I'm sharing this pick with you as a YouTuber, and not just as our Discord members have already gotten this and have already gotten in, but it hasn't moved a lot because I just called it out yesterday. Okay, so they have a bladder cancer drug that's up for approval, which should help it run towards all the way to its PDUFA date. This is unfairly shorted, and I think that the stock is going to punish some shorts as we get going, especially as excitement grows as we get closer and closer to that date. So I'm expecting Cess and Bio to be really terrific. All right, and number 3, we got to replace number 3. Number 3 is Cassavia Sciences. Cassavia Sciences. This thing is a beast, and it is just getting started. My average in it's $81.39. Call this out just a couple days ago. I think it was late last week. Since calling it out, all of our Discord members are up 2.31%, so not a huge amount. And you can still get in, even being on YouTube. I think this is one that will do well for you. Analysts have an average target price of $94.20. This has had a history of really, really running up towards phase data. And so they have phase data that they are talking about on their Alzheimer's drug, and it is from July 26th to July 29th will be the presentation. And this should be huge. And in the past, this has been a terrific run. As you can see here, it's run like crazy in the past, and it's running again. And so expecting this one to do really, really well all the way up to the phase data date coming up, I'd say the earliest of July 26th. And you should be able to make money. Just get in and hold this thing until we get closer. I know it seems like a super simple strategy, but if you find a significant drug and you have a stock with an analyst target that's high, and if they have important phase data that they are releasing on that particular drug, you can really make good money doing this. I mean, there's been lots of great ones like this that we have just made bank on, and you can too. I wish all of you the best on the stock market. Please do good with your profits. Take a portion of your profits every year and give them and share them with your community and help others. All right, let's have a fantastic week. Wishing you all the best, and Raythoven out.